It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the... It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That throw by Young incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here is Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 57 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Young to throw it. Caught here by Griffin. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Throwing again on 2nd down. Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a first carry for their fullback. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Working with a 2nd and 3. Young. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Young. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Freeman again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there on the run.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On second down, Boyle, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll try again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going...
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and the result a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Young will set to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now here's Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Young. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A give to the fullback on the dive. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it, but where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. The throw over the middle taken in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On the give, this is their fullback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. To throw on 2nd and 6, Young. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
It's Young on first down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Young now from the 50. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Young. And he comes back with one complete. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hale. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hale. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visiting Raiders who were able to come away with the road win. The Raiders with a strong first month of the year as they up their record to 3-1. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Packers off to a good start as they've now won 3 of their first 4. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. The Chiefs with an important win as they get their mark back to 2-2. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw again on second down. Young.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air once more, Young. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle it for a loss.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go down.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. It's taken to the 26.
Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps. And they're there, and they end up making the play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, it's Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
2nd and 2.
On play action, Young. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. Dancing away at the 35. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Young on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Boyle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, Boyle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. So they got a traffic there, and that's complete. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go play action. Young.
left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A first down throw for Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, Young. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Young now. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Second and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On second down now, it's Freeman, and he'll get it down here to the 43. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Here's Young. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers.